Hi, welcome. My name is Chrissy, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a channeled reading for the week of November the 8th to November the 14th. Now, if you've tapped on this video, I'm guessing that there's a message in here for you, so stay watching. But I actually channel my messages and my guides. I just let them flow through me and I will get the messages to you. So we'll just get started. Now, I'm hearing the words, come on, come on, come on, come on. So it's like, come on, like, what are you waiting for? There's things that are happening around you right now that you need to be a part of. So it's kind of showing this energy of like not standing back and dismissing things that are happening. You've got to get out there and you've got to really get involved in life this week, and you've got to participate and you've got to make those steps going forward. So this is about participation. It's about taking charge of your life, and it's about jumping in the stream. So it's kind of saying like, don't be scared. It's almost showing me like you're standing on the riverbanks and you're scared to jump into that stream and get going. Well, don't be scared. This is about the flow of life, and I talk about this a lot sometimes in my videos. But they're saying if you stand on the riverbank, you're just going to stagnate. So the analogy is here to actually make that leap and jump into the stream and get going. And it's saying that you're not going to drown, that you're going to actually bob around, and you might actually have a really good time. So they're saying sort of throw yourself in at that deep end is another sort of message that they're giving you, like don't hesitate now, it's time to really jump in. So this week, if you're making any big decisions or there's things that you're trying to navigate, probably really think about just throwing yourself into them and not stop with all that hesitation. And like it said, the message is don't stay standing on that riverbank, jump into the stream and get flowing with your life. And the really strong message is to trust in your believe in your guidance rather. Now, guidance, I always look at things like signs, synchronicities, messages being delivered to you, things that are sort of landing in your lap, information that you're receiving. And it's saying that this is very good. Your guidance is going to be very spot on this week. So if you're looking for messages and you're wanting to find that direction in where to take your life, really open up to see what is happening around you, because you're going to be fed synchronicities, signs, messages, and things are going to be delivered, like I said, into your lap. So you've got to be ready to receive them. So this is about really opening up now and being aware of what is actually happening around you and not closing yourself off and not seeing things. Start to see and start to listen. I think that comes back to listening to that guidance in your body as well. Listen to the signals that you might also be receiving in your body. Like if you get that feeling that something's a bit off, then maybe it is off. If you get the feeling that to just go for it, then go for it. So that's pretty much the message around this week of the 8th in November. And definitely be bold, be daring. Don't be afraid. Sometimes in life, fear can really hold a lot of people back, and it can be quite crippling. If you've had experiences in your life that have really sort of hurt you or dulled you down, sometimes if you allow your fears to kind of rise up, these are the things that can stop you from getting on with your life and where you're needing to be going and where you need to head. So don't let the fears hold you back either. It's sort of showing me that you've got to kind of push through these fears and break through a few barriers this week in order to get your life flowing, because it's very easy to stay sort of stagnant. And it's showing me like standing on that side of the creek, just standing there. You're not going anywhere. You're just standing and you're looking at things like passing you by, like the water passing you by. That's kind of what they're showing me. Don't let things pass you by. Grab those opportunities and take them this week. And that's the strong message, is to really push through those fears and just get your life moving and flowing into that really good direction. Don't hesitate and stay still. I feel like this week there could be some rough patches, but when they're saying rough patches, it could just be how are you going to handle them. So whether that means how are you going to handle a few challenging or difficult people, it might be around working with the public, it might be around just how you're being treated in your workplace. It might even be, if you're at school, just having problems with peers and friends. So many things happen in our lives, but this week there might be a few little rough sort of experiences around people, but it's saying you can handle them. You don't have to get involved in certain scenarios too. It's saying that you can actually remove yourself, and this is also part of that flow. Just let things sort of flow past you. You don't have to step in and get involved in other people's situations. You can actually also just move past them. So this is why things come up about that fear and that staying very stagnant. You don't want to stay in those kind of places. You want to move through things, because often when we're going through a rough patch with whether it be other people or we're experiencing things in our life, it can really affect us, and it can cause us to start to take those things on board. So you want to stay in your own power and your own strength this week, and that's how you're going to get your life flowing and get your life moving, by almost like detaching and just letting things sort of, well, it's almost like going with that flow, but it's like also letting things go past you. It's like when you are floating downstream, you know, there's going to be, for example, logs, branches, lots of things are going to go past you, and you just let them go. You don't have to cling on to a tree branch. And this is the kind of analogy they're showing me. Sometimes you've got to just be in your own little sort of stream floating along, and there's nothing wrong with that. So learn about detachment this week. If you're going through some rough times with people, whether it be work, home, whatever's going on in your life, just detach yourself and just keep your own flow going. Don't stay stuck in that fear and become really overwhelmed by your current energies. You can actually shift those things if you really listen to that gut, like I said, and start to really look for the signs, the synchronicities this week, because I really feel like they're going to lead you forward. And the big message is that you have to really trust in this universe. Things are being kind of mapped out for us now, and I think this week of the 8th, it's a lot about this trusting. So you got to trust in the bigger picture and where it's kind of taking you to, and that, like I said, getting back to your intuitions, your gut feelings, your synchronicities, your signs. Just start to move in those directions, because trust is a really big thing. When we've been challenged, when we've been hurt, sometimes our trust can waver, and it's very hard to rebuild that trust. So you've got to actually trust that the universe and the bigger picture, that you're being divinely guided. And like I said, this week, look for your synchronicities, your signs, and start to listen to those gut instincts, because that's what's going to keep you flowing this week. And don't get involved in the challenging and almost rough situations that you might have to handle with people. Just remain really calm, really grounded, really centered, and just move past the situation, and don't take it all on board, because sometimes other people's energy, if they're in a mood or they're struggling with something in their life, they will try and project things onto you, and you've got to be very smart, and you've got to open up and see things for what they really are. So you don't want to take on other people's dramas and situations, because we've all got enough of that going on ourselves. So stay really in that flow, look for your signs, look for your synchronicities, and I think you'll have a really good week if you really start to tune into these things. Look, thanks for watching today. I have got other videos on prediction readings. I've got one for 2022. If you'd love to go check that out, that would be great. Subscribe to my channel. I've got videos as well on self-help that can help you if you're struggling in life, and I will see you in that next video. Don't forget to hit those like buttons. Bye.